Hi, I'm Alicia Couri, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with Audacious Confidence. Audacious Confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hey, everyone. It is Monday, another Monday in February. And I am here, just, inviting people on Facebook. And I have a guest coming in tonight. He's not quite here yet. So we're just going to have a chit chat until he gets here. I just want to invite you to tune in if you're watching on Facebook. Hi, everybody. If you're watching on Periscope, I want to say hi. Make sure you give me some love. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss a show. And also you can go to my YouTube channel and see all the replays of the shows that we've had before. And my YouTube channel is Alicia Couri. So you can just go over there and like and subscribe to the videos and see all the replays of shows that we've had before. And so just a couple quick things before I introduce my guests for tonight. I wanted to let you know that our sponsor is Jane Robinson. She was supposed to be here with me tonight, but she has come down with the flu, so she is not here with us tonight. But I do have a special guest that's going to join me in a moment. And I want to thank Brinker Education Initiative and Jane Robinson for sponsoring the show for this month. And I also wanted to mention, again, the Parkland, the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School was very tragic. And my heart goes out to all the families that were affected, all the students that were affected. And I understand that, it is such a heartbreaking thing when your loved one is killed unexpectedly, because just a couple weeks prior to that was the situation in my own family, where my cousin was brutally murdered by someone who vowed to love her forever. And so I definitely can relate to some of that shock and pain that they're going through. And, the Parkland Fund is available for you to donate. And I also have my cousin's fund there. It's the Kayla Marie Solomon Fund. You can go to my website, acradio.live. There's a link to the fund that you can donate to help her little ones, because she was also killed in front of her elementary school where she teaches and in front of her own children. So, they're going to need some help moving forward as well. So thank you, all of you who have donated, and you can go to my website and find a link to donate to that fund as well. And in light of that, I will be speaking at an event this Saturday called No More Broken Hearts. And it's all about, helping kids and families heal after domestic violence. So that is this Saturday. You can also go to No More Broken Hearts on Facebook and find information about that event this Saturday, the 24th as well. So I also have a LinkedIn event that's on my website. This LinkedIn learning how to find more clients, make more money using LinkedIn. I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn. I talk about LinkedIn all the time here on the show. I've introduced you to some of my guests who I've found through LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is if you're in business, you need to be on LinkedIn. And I have a webinar. It's a free webinar coming up this Thursday. You can go to my website, acradio.live, to get more details on how you can join that free webinar this Thursday night at 8 p.m. And with that said, I'm going to take a breath, because now I want to introduce my wonderful guest, Jean Desir, who is the founder of Who is Desir Digital Publishing and Media. And I did not meet him on LinkedIn, but I did meet you at another networking event at Venture Cafe, which is in Miami, on every Thursday night in Miami. And he is a phenomenal young man. He's going places. He's an entrepreneur, and he has a digital publishing and media company, And I am so honored that he stepped in last minute to join the show to talk about an event that is very important that's coming up this Saturday as well. And I wanted to have him on, but because I had a guest already booked, I didn't have the opportunity. But look how God just opened the door for you to step in and promote this amazing event celebrating Black History Month. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll take it from there?
Yes. Thank you so much.
And you can look into this camera over here, and there you are. You're live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube.
All right. Well, hello to my Facebook family. Hello to Alicia's family as well out there. I really appreciate this opportunity. Which camera am I looking at?
You're looking at this camera right here. Yeah.
I really appreciate the opportunity to, get my message out there for my event, also for my brand as well. This has been a wonderful opportunity to just give everyone out there a platform. I think that's, why I wake up in the morning. As an entrepreneur, a lot of people think that it's about you, but it's really about the people that you're serving. So I like to serve, and I put a lot of work into that. So really thank you for this opportunity.
You're very welcome. So let's dive into this event that you have coming up. Mm-hmm. What is the name of the event, and why did you decide to create it?
Well, first off, I'd like to, just thank God and my family. Catherine, my wife, is here, and she's, been very supportive of me as an entrepreneur. And the reason I like to give a backstory to a lot of things that I do. It's not, I don't haphazardly do anything. When I first moved to Miami about 7 years ago, I started working for an airline, and that airline was, it was a really good opportunity. I really enjoyed my time there. I was an accountant, and I got to, learn about, planes and all of those things. Mm-hmm. But when they downsized, I wanted to become an entrepreneur full time. I wanted to really get into, my destiny. And so what happened is I started, networking a lot. So a lot of the people that are part of the Black Excellence Brunch are the people who were part of my journey. So it's not like a haphazard, popularity contest. These are like real people who've essentially touched my life in a way.
Inspired and
I feel like they should have their own platform. And some of them already do have their own platforms, but it's just, just my appreciation for them. And so the Black Excellence Brunch is basically, we have one person that's receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm on the board for the historic Hampton House Trust that's in Miami, Florida. It's located in the Brownsville area. And that area is, how would you say, it's, obviously it's a impoverished neighborhood, but this hotel is pretty much what you would call just a staple of Black history. And the CEO of that is Dr. Enid Pickney, and she was someone that I felt like really kind of spoke to me without really speaking to me, because I saw someone that's, over 80 years old, who's really passionate and aggressive about what she wants to happen. So she was the person that really spearheaded bringing that hotel back to prominence. So just a little backstory on the historic Hampton House. So this is where Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, they would all come out to speak, and They would all come out to stay there, and they had a pool. It was very nice, very elegant place to stay. And so what I found is, this is one piece of the Black history in Miami that is not really heard of.
Right.
So how can you get people to know about something without, overly promoting them on Facebook? And it's best to just have an event. I love events. I love to dance and have a good time. So, she'll be receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award from me and, my brand. And we just feel like she's someone who should be acknowledged. And everyone that's going to be acknowledged that day is really doing a lot of great things in the city. So we have Dr. Pondway Gibson. She's the founder of Ecotech Visions. So she's doing a lot of great things. And we have this poet, actually, Rue Jerry Dangerville. I really feel like sometimes, as far as male representation, I feel like we're not always represented for our soft side. So I feel like having someone like him to come out, you know, maybe hopefully we might get a poem out of him because, you know how artists, you know, they might want to be compensated. But at the same time, I feel like what he's doing is great because you can spark something different. It doesn't always have to be rap or something like that. So that's basically the premise of the brunch. So obviously awards, food, and then, you know, some dancing, hopefully. So that's pretty much
now, how can people find out more about the brunch or to register to come? Yeah,
definitely. You can go to my website, whoisdesir.com/BE Brunch 2018. So I can spell the website for you again. That's WHOISDESIR.com/BE Brunch 2018.
Okay, and I'll put that link on my website as well so that they can
so you'll see everything
link to it. And the other thing about the brunch, how much is, you know, for tickets to come?
Yeah, so I mean the tickets are you know, the prices vary. So it starts at $45, so that would just basically get you a drink and maybe an appetizer. It's the brunch hour, so you know, it's not something too heavy. And I mean the tickets go all the way up to $700 if you want to buy a whole table. Okay. And the proceeds of that will be going to the Historic Hampton House Trust. So, you know, that's another way that I felt like I can really give back, you know, because how can you be a part of something and you're not investing in it?
Right.
You know, how can you
get
rolling
on board?
Back into it? You have to really just add it into your life. And I'm just adding it into my life. Like, hey, you know, I'll put together an event and I'll also, you know, help raise some money and some awareness because with that venue, if they have more programming there, obviously they can keep it open because right now it's, you know, they're definitely struggling with keeping it open. So that's my job.
The Historic Hampton House this Saturday, what time? It's
no, the event is at the Tuck Room. Sorry.
The event is at the Tuck Room.
Yes, but we're benefiting the historic
Hampton.
Yes,
okay, so the event is at the Tuck Room. And all proceeds will go to the Historic Hampton House. And we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about who is Desir.
Awesome.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Brinker, founder of the Brinker Education Initiative. We provide Hispanic students in South Florida who excel in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, financial support to achieve their educational goals. They are the youngest and fastest growing demographic in public schools, and 18 out of the 25 top best jobs in America are STEM-based. Give the gift of a college education at brinkereducationinitiative.org or contact us at 773-717-6828. That's 773-717-6828. When they succeed, we succeed. Our nation succeeds.
Are you looking to simplify, focus, and live a healthier, balanced lifestyle? Hi, I'm Jane Robinson, certified health coach and founder of Jane Robinson Creative Living Solutions. I can help you create a personalized, holistic plan through natural living, creative space solutions, and through a system of Nourish and Glow essential oils. I can guide and inspire you to create an authentic life full of vitality and joy. Contact me, Jane Robinson, Creative Living Solutions, at 561-305-2317. That's 561-305-2317. Or visit me at janelrobinson.com.
Afraid of needles? Anxious about going under the knife? Do the words invasive surgery make you queasy to think about? After years of being mistaken for someone in her 20s, Alicia Couri, a mom of 3 in her late 40s, finally got tired of hearing, "You should write a book about why you look so young." So that's exactly what she did. In her book, Age Younger, 21 Tips to Make Your 40s Look Like Your 20s, she outlines 21 of her top tips for looking and feeling decades younger. These tips can easily be implemented into your own lifestyle so you too can make your 40s look like your 20s. Go to acradio.live to order your copy today. If you lack confidence and boldness to go out and conquer the world, here's a valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, I'll take you through a process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Visit acradio.live. You're listening to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Couri. Now, let's get back to the show. Hi. We are back. You know, I'm always trying to get social media going here. So if you are on Periscope, make sure you swipe and share so that you can share this valuable information with all the people that you know. Like what I'm doing, you know, I'm always sharing it out and tweeting it out and Facebooking it out. So sharing is caring. So make sure you share it with others as well. So I want to ask, you mentioned, you know, you always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So what was your first, dive into entrepreneurship?
Great question. As a child, I have two brothers that I grew up with, and my parents are both, hardworking Haitian parents. And so we didn't have that whole Saturday mornings, we're just going to go out and just have a ball and just have fun all day. My parents were they wanted more constructive activities. So if it was reading, if it was, doing something, some type of chore around the house. So my dad used to live in Miami. So when he moved away, he would still come back, and he had a store, so he would buy stuff and things like that. So one time he bought like 2 boxes of mangoes. And so he bought these 2 boxes of mangoes, and he was like, you and your brothers are going to go out and you're going to go sell mangoes. And so we looked, for something to kind of put the price of the mangoes on there. And so my dad said, sell it for 50 cents. Yeah. However, me being the entrepreneur at the time, I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like selling it for 50 cents. I feel like we could sell it for $1, and then we could give my dad back his money, and we could. And you could split the, right. Yeah. Your brother could have some money. They dropped us off at the local post office. Obviously, it was popular Saturdays. Most people were going to get their mail. So we were able to sell out of it. And, I was able to give my brothers a piece of the action. So that was pretty much, I can always remember that story just because, it's not really about loving money. You just love what it could do. Right. And that's still. And that was a turning point for you to see that. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, you can do it. I mean, the thing is that when you're young, you don't really have like much to buy, but whatever it is, even if it's some candy, when you're at the store and you can buy your own candy, you can leave your parents and go buy your own candy. I mean, that's everything. Everything at the time. Right, so that was pretty much my first opportunity, and it's been burning inside of you ever since. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah. So what advice would you give a budding entrepreneur yourself? Well, I spoke at William Turner Tech last week. So I spoke to some high schoolers, and, like I was telling them, entrepreneurship is kind of a mindset. So you don't really, some people can, how would you say, they can just, start a business from scratch, but a lot of it is like building blocks. Like you really need to have the building blocks. You need to be a team player. You need to be creative, because entrepreneurship is not black and white. Yeah. There's no entrepreneur out there that has like school to go to. Yeah, even now they're trying to. I took a corporate. Trying to create courses for it, but it's really instinct plays a lot of. Yeah, it's really about instinct. So I was telling a lot of them that you really just have to start doing little things right now while you're in high school, or you could be in elementary school. When I sold those mangoes, I was probably 8 or 9. Right. So you're just doing building blocks, and as you get older and you have the challenges of life, you just have to orient yourself in an entrepreneurial fashion. Right. And then if you can break out, you can. But if not, if you have to do your 9 to 5, do your 9 to 5. But just keep that. And it's also about passion. It's about following your passion and your drive, and not giving up on your own dreams, because entrepreneurship is really, it's really about, not everybody's built to be an entrepreneur, but it's really about following that passion that you have, and then finding a way
I always tell them on Career Day, finding a way to make it monetizable, make it valuable to someone else. And then that's where the magic happens. Is when you are passionate about something and then you make it valuable to someone else. That's really entrepreneurship.
And a lot of people find that challenging. That's why if you start younger, you can get rewarded a lot younger. So you're not, sometimes the anticipation of being paid for something discourages you. I mean, if you make a painting, if you're an artist and you make a painting and you go to art shows for 3 weekends and nobody buys anything, and this is your first time and you're, you might be an adult, you might get discouraged. But if as a child you like did something for your parents and they gave you $5 for an allowance, you already know like somebody's paid for mine. In the past,
give me money for this, so hey, somebody else would too.
Yeah, so as you get older, you'll have a better tolerance. Like I have a tolerance for entrepreneurship. My brother says like failure, you could fail, you could lose $1 million,
fail 100 times, and you get up and go again because you know that you got something.
It's internal in me.
That's that drive.
It's very hard for me to tell someone what to expect, because now a lot of great things are happening to me, and I mean
patience too. Yeah, you gotta have a lot of patience.
A lot of patience, and I'm not gonna turn around and go against everything I'm living for. So it'll be hard for me not to be an entrepreneur. Just very hard. It would just be impossible.
And what about being an entrepreneur and having being married, and now you have a baby on the way that I see when your wife came in with you?
Yeah.
So how is that?
Well, I'll tell
journey?
Any guy out there, if you can, do not get married unless you're ready. It doesn't matter if it's entrepreneurship, it's a challenging career, just when you're ready. Because what can happen is you'll put that opportunity of marriage and kids in the way of your goals. But if you learn, if you have the ability to say, all right, I'm an entrepreneur, well, you're a husband first, I have a child, and then I'm an entrepreneur, you can make it work in your life. Because I get a lot of calls from guys, and they're always telling me, is this the right decision for me to make? And obviously, that's a lot of pressure for me, but it's not. I mean, it's easy, Is it the right?
It should be It should be an easy decision when it's the right time.
Yeah, I mean, it's the right person, it's the right time. Have you kind of figured out what's going to be the schedule, and as far as like how you're going to live your life? Because you still have to live your life, and I think I'm able to do that. We like right now we're planning a trip, and it's like we have to take a trip. You can't. What happens is people who are entrepreneurs, they're like, man, I have to get to this money, and I want to stack up my coins, but you have to be a person. So and
you have to build. You have to build a life into your lifestyle.
Exactly. So
it's not just all about running after something. You also have to build a life into it.
Exactly.
So, quick question: who's your entrepreneurial crush?
My entrepreneurial crush. So that's a great question. So I have 2 crushes. So on the female side, obviously we have Oprah.
Yeah.
So I would say she's my female crush. And then, the guy, I like Richard Branson. He's always kind of had like that vibe that, he has like over 400 companies, and, that's my goal, is to get to that level.
Well, any closing remarks? We want to remind you that this Saturday,
All right.
the brunch.
This Saturday from 12 to 3, the Black Excellence Brunch, and my Facebook fans, 12 to 3.
12 to 3.
At the Tuck Room. So, definitely.
And the information, I'll put up a link tonight on my website for it, or they can go to
whoisdesir.com and you'll see everything.
And they'll get all the information.
Definitely.
But I'll put up a link after the show onto my website so that you can link to it. And my website is acradio.live. And I just want to say to everyone, thank you all for joining me. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
Dawn on Periscope. Hi, guys, on Facebook. And those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining. This brunch, you will probably be back on the show again because you got so much stuff going on all the time.
Hey, I'm definitely excited about
if you're in
back.
the South Florida market that you can participate in. And I want you all to have a safe, wonderful week coming up. And I will. When am I coming to Georgia, Columbus, Georgia? I don't know, Sandra. When you invite me to come to Georgia, I'll be there. Right. So I just want to say, have a safe and wonderful week. I love you all, And I will see you all again next week for another show. I have an amazing guest. I always have these amazing people that come on my show. And, if you want to be a sponsor, if you want to be a guest on the show, go to my website, send me an email, alicia@aliciacouri.com, and I'd be happy to book you as a guest, whether you're in Florida or out of Florida. You can still come on the show. And thank you again, John.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Catherine, for coming in. You could come and just wave and say hi so everybody sees you. But I want to say, they just clicked the camera off. But have a safe week. I'll see you again next week. Mwah, mwah. Come on, Catherine. Say hi. Come wave quick. Before I say bye. All right, everyone.
Have a good
I'll
one.
talk to you later. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.
All right, Facebook. We out.
A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.